Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. If you are struggling to pay off your credit card bill like I am, you would first of all know that if you're holding that piece of plastic, it means you intend to spend money you don't have. So with an income of over 250,000 ringgit, it wouldn't make much sense for Prime Minister Najib Razak to have a credit card, especially a corporate one. Yesterday in the Dewan Rakyat, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Azalina Othman, said that the Prime Minister does not receive any additional income from any companies, neither does he receive any benefits in the form of corporate credit cards. This was in response to a question about whether Najib has any corporate cards, after whistleblower website Sarawak Report claimed that 1MDB-linked SRC International Berhad had paid for 2 credit cards used by the Premier. Why would he even need a credit line in the first place? I mean, let's get practical. It's not like you can buy a private jet with a piece of plastic. Remember what I said about press conferences on Monday? I didn't mention this, but I'm sure you know that reporters from many online media outlets, including the one you're watching right now, are often not allowed entry into press events by the Prime Minister's office. Among the reasons that we and our colleagues at Malaysiakini have received at the door are a lack of space in the venue, instructions from higher authorities, and that we spin our stories. Today, Azalina Othman decided to clear up some doubt and set things straight on the matter. She said that there are no restrictions for online media, including Malaysiakini, in providing coverage of PMO events. No, none at all. The catch? The Prime Minister's office themselves have the discretion to restrict or limit media coverage of their own events at times due to several factors, including limited space, security factors, and to ensure more focused reports. Azalina's statement yesterday that questions regarding the 2.6 billion ringgit political donation cannot be asked in Parliament as it amounts to subjudice came as a surprise to Dewan Rakyat Speaker Pandika Amin Mulia, who today said that he was not aware of this and that only the person in the Speaker's chair, be it Pandika or his deputies, who can decide as to whether such questions are subjudice or not. Yesterday, Azalina issued a ban on questions pertaining to the political donation within her capacity as Minister in charge of Parliamentary Affairs, as it amounts to subjudice because the Bar Council has filed for a judicial review on the matter. Padang Serai MP and PKR Vice President N. Surendran took a swipe at Azalina as well, saying that she has failed to understand how the subjudice rule applies in Parliament, as debates in Parliament cannot be stopped if they relate to a matter of national importance. Whatever that means. Anyway, let's move on. Remember the petition to have Prime Minister Najib's portrait removed from the wall of his alma mater, the University of Nottingham? If your signature was on it, I'm sorry for being the bearer of bad news, but the Nottingham Malaysian Society threw it out during their annual General Assembly yesterday. By that I mean the petition, not the portrait. An overwhelming majority decided that the portrait stays, following a debate on the motion centered around its impact on current and future government-sponsored scholars, according to the person who filed the petition, Cassandra Chung. In the wake of her defeat, she told us at Malaysiakini that she saw some government-sponsored scholars oppose it, but she also saw some self-funded students do the same. So the blame for this cannot fall completely on the shoulders of the scholars. Penang Chief Minister Lim Guan Eng has been in the centre of a hurricane recently. Yesterday, Urban Wellbeing, Housing and Local Government Minister Abdul Rahman Dahlan called him a liar in the Dewan Rakyat. This morning, posters with his face and the words "We don't need a dictator" signed off by the Keadilan Youth were seen in Penang, which the Keadilan Youth deny putting up, of course. And this afternoon, Tasik Gelugor MP Shabuddin Yahaya accused him of corruption, bringing up that Lim had bought a house in Georgetown for 2.8 million ringgit last year that was originally valued at 2.5 million ringgit in 2008. Shabuddin claims that this did not realistically reflect the rise in property value. Since Guan Eng was not in the house, havoc ensued as DAP members jumped up to defend him. While their defense was that this should have been brought up in the Penang State Assembly, Deputy Speaker Ismail Muhammad Syed refused to entertain the protest, saying that he allowed the opposition to make accusations against the Prime Minister when he was not in the house either. And that's the end of the fact sheet. Do you think Najib has a credit card? No, seriously, think about it. And let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe as well. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.